risk being short. So we'll see.
Where's your confidence at right now, do you feel?
I'm very confident. I have a lot of trust in this process. I think that's the beauty of the game of football is that this is what it is. It's about improvement, and it's about each week being a little bit better at everything. And I have a lot of confidence in myself and this team and this offense.
Seemed like you did a better job getting down maybe after what happened against Michigan.
Yeah. No internal bleeding this year is the goal. I've had 2 slides so far that I'm proud of my slides. They gave me crap for it all off season that I don't know how to slide. But it comes from maturity. You learn when the ride is over. You got to know who you are and not try and sneak a couple extra yards in and risk getting hit pretty hard.
Yeah, and after games, some guys have come up to us and said, hey, that's on us, like that's our bad, whatever. And I'll look at them and say, it's not though, because it's a team game. It could come down to us. We allowed a touchdown. If they didn't score a touchdown, they didn't have any points, we would have won the game. So it goes that way too. So it's a team sport, team effort. When you start getting into it's this person's fault, that person's fault, the team divides, and we are a lot worse of a team because of that. And that's not what we're trying to do. And that's part of the reason, Coach Ferentz a long time ago had us off social medias, so no one would see all that stuff and divide. So we're working hard to stay together and work through everything. I should say this. I know that we have the talent to be able to accomplish what we need to accomplish. So it's going to take time, but I think we can get this thing turned around and get it rolling. So.
Do fans kind of get out of whack sometimes that they don't give people time, that it's 2 weeks, they tend to want everything to be perfect right away?
Yeah, my dad always used to harp on me, delayed gratification, because I'd always want things super fast and right now. And then I learned, sometimes being patient and just working for it, it ends up paying off in the end. So I do think some people are a little fast to judge and stuff, but I mean, that's any fan base, I guess. So it's tough, but just wait and see. We're working at it. So.
What was film like watching the 99-yard drive?
It was tough. It was really tough. We had situations where we definitely could have got off the field, and we just didn't. When it came down to execution, and we just didn't do that. So it was hard though.
How do you guys? They say adversity makes you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys take advantage of that? It's you're in adversity now, and how do you make it work in your favor?
I think during adversity, the team has to come together even closer. Like, it's a time that we all need to lean on one another to get through these times, because it might just be us that believe in each other right now. So that's all that matters. As long as we got each other's backs, then you can't ask for much else.
Do you shut out the outside noise? Are you able
I'm personally very even keel, laid back guy. I don't really go on social media that much. If I go on social media, it's to get a laugh or something. So I don't really pay attention to that stuff. And also, just being a 5th-year senior, you just see how guys before you have kind of been through it and how they treated it. So that's something I kind of try to model myself.
Thanks, man.
Seth, what's it like playing? It's like playing with a guy like Lucas Van Ness, who just can 6'5", just go up and block a couple of kicks like he did on Saturday.
Yeah, that's great for the team. Coach Woods told him the whole week that he was going to do that, and it's great to have that confidence. And Lucas took that, and he did exactly what Coach Woods was going to tell him. And you see him, and he has the abilities, and just executed what he was told, and it was awesome.
Talk about Coach Woods. Special teams has put out 2 Big Ten Player of the Weeks 2 weeks in a row. This unit's, you guys are just incredible on the special teams and the defense. What do you see from the special teams day in and day out?
It's just guys buying in. You see a lot of guys that maybe aren't in there every snap, but they accept their role on the special teams, and that's how we have great special teams, because they know how important it is to the team. You see a ton of linebackers on those units, a ton of DBs, tight ends, the bodies, that you see Monty Potabom, Turner Palarsard. They're just out there accepting their role and excelling in that. Then you have great players like Torrey and a guy like Lucas Van Ness that comes in there and blocks punts. But if you are in our meetings, people are locked in. Coach Woods is always fired up, and when you come out to practice, it's all the same thing. You just got to accept your role and come out with great energy, because if you're not going to have great energy in something you want to do, then you're not going to be successful. So we try to tell each other that, like, you just got to accept it, and whatever you have to do that Saturday, you're going to have to do that same thing in practice with great energy and great attention to detail, and that's how those big plays.
It's been a while since we had a night game. Nighttime at Kinnick is like no other. It's actually fun. So
what makes it so fun?
I don't know. It's just playing under the lights at nighttime. I feel like it's a different atmosphere than playing during the daytime. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. Standard is our standards don't give up many points. But obviously we can't always do that. No one's perfect. But I know you guys probably heard this before, but we continue to preach perfection each and every day. Not gonna be perfect, but you gotta strive to be there. But standard is no points, but fight there, you can probably get there. Focus, locked in. That was arguably a tough loss, but that's behind us. We're not worried about that no more. We're worried about moving forward. So from here on out, focused on one day at a time and whoever we got that week.
Defense has played well, but do you feel like lots of room for improvement?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm sorry. We've had our turnovers. We had some big stops and everything, but obviously we didn't get the win. We've made mental mistakes. We've made physical mistakes on the field. We are fixing those, but you got to fix everything.
Are you almost back 100%?
Oh, I feel great. I'm ready to go, and let's get some rushing yards. Yeah, for sure.
When the first two games don't go as planned offensively, what's that frustration level like? Because you've worked all camp, all summer, and nothing's going right. What's that frustration level like as an offense when you're in the room watching that game?
I mean, yeah, it's frustrating because you can, like, when you're watching that film, you can see like the little one or two missed assignments or details that one group or another didn't kind of get all the way right, and you can just see how that affected the play as a whole, how that affected our team, and kind of how that set us back, and just kind of going in each week and trying to limit the mistakes each and every day, from practice to film to the next day of practice till the next game, just kind of trying to limit all those little mistakes and kind of get a smooth flow and a good tempo is the biggest thing so far.
So everybody blames the quarterback, but you see on film that it's a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, if, for an example, I don't run my route at the right depth, and Spencer's expecting me to be somewhere and I'm not, that you can't put that blame on him because I didn't do my job and my responsibility. And some people kind of lose that thought and lose that track of just because the guy throwing the ball doesn't make the pass or whatever, it's not necessarily always his fault.
They say adversity can make you stronger. How do you guys make that work in your favor?
Yeah, we're trying to just turn the corner and get ready for our next opponent, and take it day by day and just try to get better.
Is it easy to shut out the outside noise? Are you not a guy that is on social media? Or
not really on social media a lot. I don't think a lot of our guys are. So we're just focused on the guys in the locker room and our coaches and just having each other's backs. So
what's this been like for you? You finally kind of wait for your turn, and you've done well the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, just great opportunity, and still a lot to improve on, get better from, and as a unit, we still have a lot to improve on, so that's just what we're trying to do.
Really? You guys are one of the top teams in scoring defense. Where can you guys get better?
Well, our goal is not to let them score at all,
Yeah.
So, realistically, hopefully if they don't score, then we at least win or tie the games.
It looks like you made progress week 1 to week 2 from rewatching the game. Do you guys feel like that up front?
I mean, absolutely. We learned from the first game, we learned from the second game, and we're going to keep learning. I mean, it's only a loss if you don't learn anything from it, so I'm really excited for what's going to happen in the future.
How about kind of self-review? How do you feel like you've done the first 2 games?
Oh, man, I was just playing very timid. I mean, I was nervous, but now, I'm starting to get in the groove of things.
You talking about the first game?
Yeah, I was very nervous going into that. Walking in on 70,000 people, it's like, whoa. But, I played timid, but now, I'm starting to learn things, play a little more free. I'm excited.
Did it feel like you're playing faster? Did
Yeah.
it feel like that from week 1 to week 2?
Yeah, I felt like I was playing a lot more confident. I mean, obviously execution wasn't always there. I mean, I'm not going to be perfect in any game, but I felt a lot better going into the second game.